What's up, everybody? I'm Brett Medlock. This is the second episode of the PlayStation Enthusiast Podcast. I'm here today again with Josh Brant.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm good, and I'm also with Himanshu Talwar.
Hi, how's it going?
Sorry for the very delayed second episode of the podcast.
To say the least.
I feel like it's been a month.
We leave all our fans hanging around, Brett, just because of all our computer issues. Except Himanshu. He has like the perfect setup.
I don't know what you're doing over there, but it's working.
I try.
There you go.
Alright, and do you guys just want to hop into the news first, or do you want to do a different segment first?
Let's do news first.
Tonight we're going hard, just like the world is
Okay, let's see. First news story on the list is the Crash Bandicoot teases and leaks and weird stuff with toy companies and junk like that. Do you guys want to talk about it, or?
Yeah, so...
Sure, let's talk about it.
What is it,
Do either of you have, like, a love for Crash?
I played the original in number 2 and never touched them again. The Crash Team Racing, though, I did enjoy that a lot.
I've played none of them, and I have no interest of playing any of them because I hate platformers. So
Really?
Yeah.
That gets rid of so many good games that you'll never play.
I know. I'm happy never playing them. So
That is saddening.
Banjo-Kazooie or Conker's Bad Fur Day?
Nope.
Or even like Mario Galaxy.
Haven't played Mario Galaxy. I have a Wii, like, with dust piled all over it. And maybe one day I'll dig it out and play Mario Galaxy, but I don't think so. Not anytime soon.
It's hard to dig out the Wii, trust me.
Yeah.
You don't want to go back to the Wii.
Every time I try to play a Wii game, it's like terrible resolution. I feel like I'm playing a game that came out like 20 years ago.
Playing in sludge or something. It's like a big blotch of paint across your screen. Ugh.
Especially because to set it up, you have to whip out the old, the monitor, like the sensor or whatever, to put on top of your TV. Just infuriating.
They still have a sensor bar on the Wii U too.
Oh.
I'll tell you what though, the best way to play a Wii game to get the best quality and video is to stream the Wii game to the Wii U gamepad and just like play looking at that tiny little screen because it looks the best on there. Anyway, that's a lot of Nintendo talk.
Save that for Nintendo enthusiasts.
Exactly. I played Crash 1 when I was little, but I'm pretty young, so I didn't have much of a love for it. I just remember playing the very beginning over and over and then didn't play much of the series after that.
Yeah, it seems like they're trying to go for that ukulele-like thing, like trying to reinvigorate these platformers again, because they were doing that with, what is it? Another news story that came out recently. Another platformer that's coming back, but, Knack is already coming back, Knack 2.
Why? I didn't even put that on the news stories.
Yeah, there you go, but I mean... I think Sony's trying to get this whole, I don't know, with the nuts and bolts, what is that called?
Ratchet.
God damn it. Ratchet, yeah. Yeah, they're trying to bring back all these mascots to try to make the brand more better, I think, but who knows? Yeah, we'll see where it goes.
One of my New Year's resolutions was to platinum Knack, and I'm gonna get it done. You can watch.
You'll play Knack, but not Mario Galaxy.
I don't know. PlayStation exclusive. I have to play it now.
I know. I always feel that way too. I've been talking about Knack recently too, about getting it because I passed it up back at launch.
You're not missing much.
Yeah.
You might as well just wait for Knack 2.
But it's a PlayStation exclusive.
You let your love for PlayStation blind you.
It does sometimes. But anyway,
it does for us all.
Yeah, I feel like now is the best, if they're gonna bring back Crash, I feel like it's in the perfect time right now to not be too late and not be too early.
Yeah, I can see that. Especially when the head of Sony came out with a Crash shirt on and nothing was announced.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, I mean, you were expecting something about Crash and nothing happened. But,
Yeah.
who knows?
I couldn't tell if that shirt was old or new either.
Right. It sort of looked like crappy computer animated, though, so...
Yeah.
They need to make the fur come out, really stand tall in this one, all those physics effects going on.
I'll tell you what though, I never played any of the Ratchet & Clanks, surprisingly, but I did play the reboot, like, the new one at E3, and it was, like, awesome. Like, I'm excited for that one to actually come out.
Isn't it more like a Pixar movie now?
Yeah, it looks like it's like one of the best looking PS4 games, for sure.
That's cool. I hope that does well.
I hope it does too, because,
Insomniac?
Yeah, Insomniac. They love that series. I just hope that they actually succeed in bringing in something new and good to the table, because the last couple games were kind of eh.
Yeah, what they should do is make it like Sunset Overdrive. Give us the game that we should have gotten from Xbox.
I remember playing a Ratchet and Clank game on my PSP, and I think it was called Size Matters. That was a good game. I'll admit it. That's like the one good platformer. Everything else sucks.
Oh Jesus! Out of all games, all hail Size Matters.
You seem more like a Quest for Booty type of guy to me, with the beard, pirates.
Maybe, I don't know. I wouldn't know.
Pirates.
I've never played that game, so I have no clue. Quest for Booty, what a name.
All right, second news piece of this week is. Let's see. Oh yeah, Activision suffered a lot of layoffs due to their bad sales with Guitar Hero and Skylanders. Not bad sales, just under what they wanted.
Yeah, I mean it's unfortunate, but that's the way the industry works, right? If your game doesn't sell the way the publisher expects it, then that's what happens,
Yep.
And I know some people who really like the new Guitar Hero game, but I don't know. It seemed like it was the right time to bring the rhythm guitar games back, but they didn't sell, so I guess it wasn't.
Yeah, it's saddening, but it happens all too often now, so we're kind of getting used to hearing about all the bad news every week.
Yeah, wasn't Guitar Hero the good new band peripheral game thing?
Yeah, people like Guitar Hero a lot more than Rock Band 4.
Yeah.
Do either of you guys play either of them?
No.
I played Guitar Hero at Best Buy. Just one song.
It felt exactly.
It was tough. Yeah.
What song was it?
It's weird. I don't even remember. Some like generic, Creed like. Dogs wide open. But the guitar, it felt really good, but it had different threads to it. Like, it wasn't just pushing a button. You had the lower clef or higher clef, and I like the feel of the guitar, so I could see why it would be popular, especially if it has that live setting where you can just go online and like play hundreds of different songs. It seems like your worth of getting what you get out of it would be great. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
But, it's a gimmick, People just don't like to stick with it.
Yeah, I've been wanting to play like full on like Rock Band with like everybody. I just never want to go out and buy all the peripherals.
And it takes so much space too.
It's true. Let's keep moving things forward and talk about Mass Effect's Andromeda's lead writer has left BioWare and moved on to Bungie to work on Destiny 2, I presume.
Good choice, because people will flock to Destiny and buy it up like crazy.
I feel like he left like not in any way, shape, or form in bad terms or early. I feel like all his work there is probably done. the game's probably getting close to due date.
Yeah, because it's supposed to come out in holiday 2016, right? So
Yeah.
at this point, you can assume the story's done. They're just working out like how the game feels and stuff.
Working out the kinks.
Yeah.
Which game are you more excited for?
Is that even a question? Between Destiny 2 and Mass Effect 4?
Hey, some people are like diehard Destiny, like, I'm gonna kill you if you don't like Destiny.
I really don't. I played Destiny for like 5 minutes and I was just incredibly bored, and I don't understand how people love it so much.
I'm with you. Mass Effect is just special.
Yeah, Mass Effect's
like series.
On a whole new level, but maybe the lead writer will bring in some of that knowledge over to Bungie and create something like an amazing story or something.
True.
That's probably why they picked him up, because a lot of people were lukewarm on the first Destiny's.
Hey, your camera's
story.
back.
You can't. You just
camera's
randomly like appeared.
That's weird because I turned it on at the beginning.
Hey, well, welcome, Brett.
But I do apologize, Himanshu, because I didn't start recording my other mic until 10 minutes ago.
That's fine.
So my voice is going to start sounding a lot better 10 minutes into the podcast.
Guys, if anybody's listening to this, we are very prepared, as you can tell.
Yeah, but Mass Effect 4 is going to be something special. I love that series. What about you guys?
Oh, yeah. I love playing through 3. And it was just the first time a game really grabbed you, like, it just, the whole story just fit together. Each game kept building on to the next one. And I thought 2 was the best, but 3 is great in its own right. Number 1 had its moments. I like the RPG elements of number 1 actually better. So I hope they meld some of 1 with some of the newer combat of the newer entries and more exploration. Like, just don't make it planet to planet, but make it like feel interactive and that you fly around and can actually land on different parts of the planet and make the Mako driving much better too.
I hope it's not too open though. I don't want to be overwhelmed or nothing.
Oh man, bring it on. Well, I guess No Man's Sky's for that.
Yeah, true.
Who knows when we'll get that?
But speaking of Mass Effect, I've been wanting to put together a feature about that ports that we haven't seen yet that we should have, and Mass Effect the trilogy should have already came to PS4 a long time ago.
Should have. That's a really good point.
But what was weird is like a year and a half ago, or like maybe even more, like I remember an Amazon listing with the PS4 case of the Mass Effect trilogy, and then it just like disappeared and it never like reappeared ever again.
Do you think they're like saving it for like a few months before Mass Effect Andromeda comes out?
I was thinking that, and then a couple months ago that like higher up exec at EA or something announced that that they don't want to do any like remasters or ports. They only want to talk about the future and stuff like that.
Yeah, I could see that.
So that bummed me out because I really want that trilogy on PS4.
I know. Platinum it again, man. Did you ever platinum it?
No, I didn't platinum them. I actually played those games in a really weird order.
Oh, yeah?
I played through Mass Effect 3 first, then played 1, then 2, then 3 again.
Hey, that works. It doesn't matter which order you go as long as you finish it.
Yeah. Anyway, let's keep on moving. GameStop has... The CEO of GameStop, he mentioned something. I'm just going to open up the news piece right now, but he says that PlayStation VR has been delayed, even though the release date hasn't been announced. It's been delayed until fall. What do you guys think about that?
Surprise, surprise. We don't even know when it's going to come out. I think it's going to come out next year. I hope not, for their sake, but
Yeah.
man, who knows now. It has to launch with some good games. That's all I got to say. Make it worthwhile.
Yeah, I don't know what to think about PlayStation VR anymore.
I think I'm getting less excited by it, but like
by the minute.
Yeah, same. Especially with the Oculus price at $600 US, which is like $1,000 here. I don't know. I'm kind of getting more and more exhausted by the wait, I guess. I just want to know how much it's going to be and when it's going to come out and what games are going to be on it. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm totally getting less interested. It was awesome thinking about it, and then as time's going to keep going, we're probably never going to get to play it because it's one of them things where you can't just... You don't know what it's like until you actually slap that thing on your head.
Have any of you guys actually experienced VR yet at all? Like Oculus or anything else?
I did try Oculus at E3, but it was
Okay.
it was like some smaller games, like more like indie type games. It was interesting. It was
It wasn't world bending though. Like
No, it was.
oh my
it was,
gosh.
It was a part of my list of E3 of things I wanted to do, and I'm glad I got to test it out. But I don't know. I think I'll be more excited when I get to play like a more AAA type game.
I think I'm more excited about it honestly, and like the application use, like medically, like actually doctors using it, and the more other aspects of it than gaming, like just seeing football games and stuff, like maybe just being at field level and looking around. That just sounds completely awesome to me. Because
Yeah.
the games I've seen haven't really impressed me, but I would like to play like Gone Home or more like walking simulator games. I can see it really fitting the bill there.
Which walking simulators are they're kind of like coming out like every month now. So I hope
Yeah.
hopefully they're not overdone by the time VR gets here.
True. But I can't get enough of them. They're perfect length for me. But
Yeah, I mean I enjoy them every time. Did you guys play Everybody's Gone to the Rapture?
yes.
I have it sitting on my PS4. I'm waiting. I don't know for what, but it's sitting there.
Waiting for the rapture.
Yeah, waiting for Rapture.
Played it, just like
Apocalypse.
sit down and play it in 2 sittings. There's some really good moments. Overall, the game's okay, but there's some pretty spectacular moments in the middle of it that I think are worth playing it for.
Yeah, it's really... You need to know how to get the person to move faster because it is so slow, though.
Dude,
That is the problem with it.
have they patched it since then? Like, I know there's always that R run button, but I hope they patched it. Because it was still...
I haven't played it since they talked about a patch, but yeah, I was like, what is up? They don't even include it like with the instructions. It's like something you have to figure out on your own, and it takes like 5 seconds for them to build up speed enough to run. It was
Yeah,
a great game other than that. but
It's
man,
not even running. It's like freaking... It's
just like a
walking at a
brisk.
slightly fast pace.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's move forward again with. Let's see, where we at? All right, Josh.
We
me
don't
and
know.
Himanshu, me and Himanshu don't play Fallout 4. How about you?
I played I had this blitzkrieg in like the first week and a half, and then I just stopped and I haven't gone back to it.
So
Like
you're
I put in like
not-
20 hours in the first time, and then
I
haven't
did the
came
same
back.
thing, except mine was only in a matter of 2 days.
Wow, 20 hours in 2 days.
No. I put like probably. I did play it a lot though. I probably put, I'm guessing 10 hours in like 2.5 days.
Impressive.
But I don't know. I just couldn't get into it.
So many other games, and it's if you want more of Fallout, it's perfect, but it didn't scratch that itch for wanting something deeper,
something
new.
truly different.
It was, like I said, it was great because it's been, 8 years since the last one. So if you had that itch to come back to it, then it scratched it completely because it's just more Fallout. But
Yeah, I
that's
mean-
not exactly what I wanted.
I feel like some games can get away with being like a copy and paste of their predecessor, but I feel like Fallout, I expected it to be something much more than that. And it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was Fallout 3. With
Pretty much.
With barely a makeover.
Yeah. The combat, I will say the gunplay was a lot better, though.
Oh,
Just
true.
the moment-to-moment shooting. And I did not care for the skill tree that much. I liked the one in Fallout 3 better. This one was more just, like, overwhelming, like, all these options you could see, and it's like, where am I supposed to go?
Anyway, the reason why I brought up Fallout 4 is because Bethesda has told us their DLC plans.
Yes, isn't it speculation what they're going to be announcing something soon? Or
I thought they
Oh yeah, they announced it today.
Yeah, they announced something's coming next month.
okay, so it's a rumor of something coming out later, but no concrete details. Okay,
the season pass goes from $30 to $50 effective March 1st. So if you're wanting that DLC at a cheaper price, you better go buy that season pass right now.
I need to get the base game alone. It's like The Witcher 3. You
Yeah,
don't
no.
need the DLC because
don't-
you'll never finish the game anyway. So what's the point? Unless that's the only game you have.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting the Witcher DLC, and then I realized last time I bought DLC for a big open world RPG, I was way underpowered, so I bought DLC and I had to like train my way to be able to even play it.
That's like Bloodborne, the Old Hunters DLC. I have another podcast. I gush about Bloodborne almost every episode, but the Old Hunters, I can't get to it. My save was deleted from another. I had like 140 level character, and then that got deleted. So I started over, and now I'm trying to work my way back again. Which I love playing the game, so it's not a problem, but. It's like, it's blocked off. I need to be like level 60 or 80 at least before I jump into it. So,
Yeah, I bought DLC for Dragon Age Inquisition. I booted it up and realized that I can't even play it, and I still haven't even played it.
yeah, that's another game on the backlog.
Oh, dude, you need to play that. That game is great.
It is. It is.
All right, moving on forward. Oh, I guess that's it. We're
Yeah,
just going
that's
to
it for
talk
the
about the
news.
drop now. Himanshu, you want to take away the drop?
Sure. So, this is the new PlayStation games for February 16th, 2016. Via
I'm going
the
to add a cool
PlayStation Blog.
noise. I'm going to add a cool noise right here.
First game on the list is The Escapists: The Walking Dead on PS4 Digital.
Did you guys see that Walking Dead episode on Sunday? Sorry to just cut
I
you
did
off.
not. I did not. Do not spoil it, please. I have it
Yeah,
on my
do not
computer.
spoil it.
Yeah.
I haven't even watched season 6 yet. I'm up to season
Oh.
5. I'm
Dude.
hope. Just tell me this: is season 6 better than season 5?
Yes,
Yes.
in every way.
Okay.
I did not
good,
like season
good.
5.
I didn't either. I was about to give up on it, honestly.
Don't.
Stuff starts actually happening, which is nice.
Okay.
And
good.
like relationships actually start being built before they start getting cut off.
Great. Okay, continue.
Alright, so players take on the role of iconic protagonist Rick Grimes as he wakes up in the Harrison Memorial Hospital. The levels follow the timeline of the comics, seeing Rick travel to various locations such as Green Family Farm, Merriweather Correctional Facility, Woodbury, and Alexandria. So, you can play that if you like The
Yeah, I heard
Escapists and The Walking Dead.
I haven't played that yet, but I heard it has a really big following.
Yeah, it's super hardcore, so if you're into it.
Yeah,
The next
I don't
game on the
know.
list is Layers of Fear, coming to PS4 digitally.
Ooh.
A tragic past, an unfinished painting, and a crumbling psyche. These are the core elements that make up the setting of Layers of Fear, a new psychological horror game coming to PS4.
Is that the PT
Yes.
like game?
Yeah, it's super inspired by PT from what I've heard.
I want to play that for sure. How much is it? I should have been listening.
It's $20.
Okay. I think I'm going to get that. I just got a PSN
Yeah, I
card.
might have to just get it. Yeah. Perfect.
We'll talk about it
I
next
would
time.
hold on to that PS4 card for PSN card for now because Mitsurugi Kamui Hikai is coming to PS4 digitally, and I know you want to play that.
Oh yeah, I don't even know what it is.
Mitsurugi Kamui Hikai is the story of a demonic sword and the young warrior who stole it for her own ends. Hot on her heels is our main character and her best friend. Once friends, but now forced to fight each other, players will cut through arenas filled with monsters, robots, and thugs in need of a good slicing.
That's like the worst description ever.
It's
What
been
do
on,
What
I
does
didn't
that
even
mean?
follow.
Oh, jeez. Oh, I gotta check that out now.
What kind of game is it?
yeah, so it's like arena-based hack and slash. It's been on PC for a little while, and I have it there. It's not very great, so I don't recommend getting it. But
Thank you for saving our money.
yeah.
I was totally going to go for that instead of Layers of Fear.
The next game on the list is Pixel Piracy, coming to PS4 digitally. If you like pirates, this is the game for you. If you like the sound of recruiting a motley crew and sailing the seven seas in search of booty, other pirate crews to kill, chasing chickens, building your ship block by block, cleaning the poop deck, boarding enemy ships, then jump aboard.
That's all our dreams right there in one.
Yep,
There you go. Himanshu the Pirate.
I'm definitely a pirate.
No, he's a jet, judging by the hat there.
I just... whatever.
You won't even go there.
Next game on the list is Rainbow Moon, coming to PS4 digitally.
Rainbow Moon.
Rainbow Moon.
Explore a fascinating world and Explore a fascinating world and fight deadly creatures in turn-based battles. Visit towns and shop for new equipment, upgrades, and skills. 6 playable characters await you in a beautiful role-playing game that lasts more than 40 hours. Cool.
Buy the game on the Vita. That's
is
what
it,
I have
Is
to
it
say.
cross-buy by chance? Because I own it from
Ooh,
PlayStation
that's a good
Plus.
question.
So, I've heard 2 different opinions on this. It's cross-buy PS3, PS Vita, and on the PlayStation Blogcast, they said that you would get it for free on PS4, but I went on PSN today, and there was I couldn't buy it, but it said that you could buy this at a discounted rate since I already own it on PS3 and PS Vita, but it wouldn't let me buy it. So I'm not entirely sure what's happening. I have to turn on the old PS4 and check that out.
I have a question for you, Himanshu.
Sure.
Were you on the PlayStation Blogcast latest episode?
Was I on it?
No, what's your question on it?
Maybe?
Have you listened to it yet?
That's what I
I've-
thought too. I heard him and shoot.
I've listened to half of it. I emailed them, so maybe.
Yeah, I think you're on it, because there's only one
Cool.
Himanshu in the world, so it's definitely you.
It's entirely possible. But the next game on the list is Randall's Monday, coming to PS4 digitally. A kleptomaniac, a sociopath, and a horrible friend, Randall is potentially one of the most scurrile protagonists since the invention of the hoverboard. Randall's Monday is a crazy space-time odyssey in a classic adventure design spiced up with countless geek culture references of the last 30 years. I have no idea what the game is.
That sounded even worse. But hey,
Yeah. So Randall's Monday.
Randall's Monday. Everybody
Randall's
buy
Monday.
it. Pick of the week.
A game that I know a lot of people are excited for, and I'm sure Josh is excited for it. Street Fighter V, coming to PS4 digital and retail.
Hadouken!
The legendary fighting franchise returns. Stunning visuals depict the next generation of world warriors in unprecedented detail, while exciting and accessible battle mechanics deliver endless fighting fun that both beginners and veterans can enjoy.
Awesome. On a note, do not buy that game yet.
Because it's not a full game yet.
It's not a full game, and that's total crap.
Yeah,
The end.
I was
Do
reading
not support.
But to give them credit, I'm glad that they already promised every piece of DLC will be free if you buy the game forever. You forever get everything free. So sooner or later, you're probably going to be getting a pretty big game.
Alright, but why release it now and just wait a couple weeks when you can have at least the base game?
Here's why. Because there's nothing else out right now. So if they put it out right now, a lot of people are going to flock to it.
What's coming out in March, though?
Only Heavy Rain, and that's it.
Yeah, so April's going to be a huge month because Uncharted. But, yeah, I these practices are getting too much, in my opinion. Release a full game, people. Come on.
Yeah.
Do it.
I don't like whenever people release half of a game.
Yeah.
Especially when it's a sports game and it's missing like all the features that the previous game was.
Yeah, you're speaking to... What is that? Hockey?
Yep.
Yep. Guessed right.
Alright, the next game on the list is Super Blast Deluxe, coming to PS Vita digitally. Prepare to blast with the Red the Imp. Red the Imp. I don't know why a random H showed up in my mouth. A mischievous little rascal with a ferocious appetite for chilies, he has been tasked with lighting up the skies to keep the party going, and he plans to spice up the night before the sun comes out.
This
Cool.
week is just amazing games everywhere.
Yeah, I know, right? And to round out the list of just absolutely fantastic games, Tron Run/R, coming to PS4 digitally.
Tron on.
Kevin Flynn, he is a legend. The man came up with so many ideas. The world needs to see them. See what they tried to hide. So
heard
much
this one.
unseen for so long. Here it is, the truth. Run program.
What?
That's a
Are
real
you
thing.
kidding me?
What?
Someone needs to get. I don't know.
Someone's gonna get fired.
Yeah, someone.
They just the CEO just read that and he's like, "What?"
That is absurd.
Yeah.
The last time I played a Tron game was
Kingdom Hearts.
Oh yeah, true. I was in middle school, in computer class in school. There was a Tron game like already on the computer that was like multiplayer, and like we were all secretly playing it together while the teacher was talking about something.
Did you control like the little bike things that went along the courses or whatever?
Yeah,
Of course, because that's the coolest part.
it is.
But yeah,
That's
that's the drop for this week. So enjoy those games.
Layers of
Awesome.
Fear, baby.
Layers of Fear. I'm almost certain I'm gonna buy that as soon as we get off of here.
Have that one in my wheelhouse.
Next up, Game of the Week.
Game of the week.
No. Sorry. What we've been playing.
What have we been
we
playing?
been playing? Yeah,
It's a good question.
I want to know, Brett.
I think Brett just died.
Brett is dead.
Rest in peace, Brett.
Join-
he's back.
Okay, now he's back.
Yeah,
But I guess
just ignore it.
Himanshu, you can go ahead and tell us which have you been playing.
What I've been playing, well, I finished Firewatch, but we'll talk about that a little later. And then I'm playing Mad Max. A little bit late to the party, but yeah. I like it a lot. It gives you that gameplay loop that, I'm in the middle of new big releases right now. There's like really nothing good coming out, so I'm just waiting, and I think Mad Max is perfect for that because it's really, you just run around and shoot people and punch things and, harpoon stuff. It's fun.
Yeah,
I've been wanting to play that. I'm sad that I haven't.
me too. It's in the backlog. That and Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Have any of you guys played that yet?
Yeah, that's a good one. I talked
It's a
about
good
that
one.
last episode.
True. Man, it's been a long time ago.
Oh, Brett died again.
Brett's dead. Okay, well, I'll just go next. Okay, since it's been such a long layoff, I had, well, of course, Firewatch, but Life is Strange, Brett will appreciate this. Wasn't that your game of the year last year?
Yeah,
Up
It
there.
was a hard choice between that and Tales from the Borderlands.
Right. I'm through the middle of Act 3 or Episode 3. So, from what I can tell, I'm really enjoying it. It takes you back to that time when, you're just wasn't a care in the world.
Yeah,
and plus it's set. Yeah, I was going to say plus it's set on the West Coast, which I've never been to the West Coast, so I love that whole Washington, Oregon area that they're exploring there.
It's one of them games where like you really feel like you're a part of a certain time, even if you've never experienced that time in your life. It's like it's almost like a how can I put this?
Well, I'll say this. It's like I never had the chance to be like in a college dorm or anything like that.
Yeah, exactly. Me either.
And so it feels like, it's putting you back in that place. You're like, hey, this is what it would have been like. Well, hopefully not as nasty as the people are in the game, but
yeah, true.
It's pretty awesome. I like the whole rewind mechanic, and they fit it in really well. Storytelling's good. I mean, the still-to-the animation sort of get to me. Like, I forget when the two girls are in the pool. Like, that looked really funny. It's supposed to be emotional, but it was really stilted. But other than that,
the music
really
is
enjoyable.
also awesome.
Oh, man, the music is incredible.
Dude,
it fits that perfectly.
I literally have a Life is Strange like soundtrack playlist in my iTunes that I had to go through and like illegally download all the songs.
Oh, really? I'm gonna have to look that up. Yeah, because it is awesome.
I think they're on Spotify now, so you don't have to illegally download it.
Oh, see, I didn't illegally download it. I just listened to them on Spotify.
We know how you get your music, Brett.
Yeah. I won't illegally download a game. That's just wrong. But music, it's not a big
Music's full go. Yeah, who cares? Those artists don't need money. But, yeah, Life is Strange. There's something else. There's been so much random stuff. Crypta the Necrodancer I recently reviewed for the site.
Yep.
And I don't know if you guys had the chance to experience it, but I really liked it. It's pick up and play. You can play it in short bursts, or sometimes I would just go long hours just trying to blaze through it. And it's different for a rhythm game / RPG. It's fun. So
yeah, I want to try it out because I really loved the way sound shapes, like the way it uses like rhythm and beats in order to get through the level. Like, I love stuff like that.
Right.
I feel like
it's.
Oh, what?
I was just gonna say it's very elementary, and it's, and it's the way it plays, because you have to stay on beat, and that can get sort of annoying when you want to go at your own pace. But they have options where you can just do like a dungeon run where you just go at your own pace.
That's cool.
But the music is really awesome too in that.
Yeah. Anything that involves sound as like one of the like core like gameplay mechanics is really cool because we still don't see that as much as we should.
Right, and when it's done well.
Yeah, only two other games come to mind. It's like Super Mario 3D Land and Sound Shapes.
Yeah.
All right.
Damn.
What are we on?
Wait, what's Brett playing?
Oh yeah, my connection keeps going out, so I'm afraid as soon as I start talking.
It did.
At least we can joke about it. But wait, he has the outline. What is next on the outline?
Here, I'll check. Hold on.
Did you hear what I just said?
He's
and
back.
then
Yeah,
went out?
that's what I'm saying.
I said, I'm afraid as soon as I start talking, the connection's gonna, and then I was gone.
It's all good. We were just wondering what's next, but you can tell us one game you've been playing.
I've just been playing The Last of Us online with my buddies.
Yeah, I need to get on with you in that.
Yeah, two friends of mine recently finally started playing it, so I've always wanted to play it online with friends because I feel like it's really team-based.
Yeah,
And it's been seriously so much fun. Like it's probably the most fun I've had playing like actual gameplay of a game in a long time.
Sweet.
Because a lot
Yeah,
of games
just-
nowadays, it's all about art and like story and vision and stuff like that. But
Yeah, and
it's
who cares about those, right?
Yeah, who cares about that? No, it's nice to just
Need that.
play a game with some friends for once.
Yeah, just let me know when you're on next, and we can.
I will. I'll either.
Because I only played the single player. I never played the multiplayer, but from
Yeah.
what you're saying, it sounds like it's just as good as the core game.
Yeah, it really is. Like, you're gonna love it, and especially if you like play with us, because like we're not good either, so it's fun to play. And it's
Okay.
awesome like when we win, because it's like it's us. We're not good, but we just won.
And I will be the worst, so
You're probably gonna be.
I feel
alright.
better about that.
All right, what's next? Because nothing's loading on my computer. I'm afraid to open anything without it crashing.
Next is topic of the week. Oh wait, no, it's not. I lied. Topic of the week is not next.
You're leading us astray.
We were so excited.
It is game of the week.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
We both.
And what is
messed
our
up.
game of the week?
Firewatch.
Yes, correct.
Hello
Unfortunately.
Kitty Island Adventure.
Unfortunate. Okay, so I reviewed this for the site. Gave it a 7.5. You can read my review, all the critiques, good things about it. I felt the story was awesome. I love the setting. The graphics were outstanding to me. The thing that really dropped the grade for me was the ending was very mediocre. Didn't have a real payoff, but it wasn't what I was expecting. But I was expecting something more deeper, especially from the intro and what they bring in the intro. But yeah, and then the other thing was the frame rate, which was a buggy mess, and it really took you out of the experience, unfortunately. As you can attest to, Himanshu, but it also froze on me a few times, which was no fun, of course. And if you can look past it, maybe wait to buy this game when it's patched, because once it's patched, it is honestly a very good game. It's front and back-ended heavy, because throughout the days, you're not actually going through 79 days in the wilderness. It skips pretty heavily in the middle. So if you can overlook some storytelling mishaps, it's a good experience. It's very unique. And
Cool.
so Himanshu, tell me what your...
Alright. So, I didn't review this game for the site because we were afraid Campo Santo was going to sue us or something. So, first and foremost, I just want to get it out of the way. The game runs like garbage. And like it's kind of actually insulting because it crashed on me twice, it froze on me twice, and the game is 4 hours long. So I don't understand how that even happens.
It's pretty bad. Yeah.
Secondly,
That sucks.
I didn't think the graphics were all that great. To me, it looked like TF2, and was just added to the frustration from it running so poorly, because I was like, this game looks like it runs in the Source engine, and it's not running on my PS4, and I want to lose my mind right now. My third qualm that I had with it is the story was kind of mediocre, and as you said, it's really front heavy and really back heavy, and then in the middle, everything that kind of happens, even one of the major plot points, it just felt like it was thrown together, and it didn't really come together cohesively and feel like everything was as important as the last day or the first day. It just kind of felt like the pacing was all off, and the things that you were doing weren't really important, but then some things you were doing were really important. So I don't know, it was super confused, at least for me. What else?
Well, in retrospect, when I look back at it, I actually appreciate what they were trying to do with the story. I wish they would have just left the whole other sequence of story events out and just focused on Delilah and what's his name, the guy you play as. But I wish they would have just focused on their relationship more, because I thought there was truly some awesome dialogue between the two. They had a great chemistry, I felt like. And like I said, the ending didn't pay off in the way that you really wanted to, but I think it's what Campo Santo really wanted.
Yeah, and
so I can appreciate that.
I get it, right? Like, I get where they're coming from, and I get the emotions that they're trying to get out of you, but it's just, that's not what I expected from the game, and maybe that's my fault as a player. But the ending to me was kind of just boring. It was like, the game ended, and I was like, really? Is that really it? Like, is there an after credit scene or something? Like, I don't know. It just felt empty.
Well, you were expecting possibly to meet up with the person you've been talking to for the last 79 days.
Not even that, but I just wanted some type of closure, right? Like, it just felt like nothing mattered at the end, right? Like, I'd spent this 4 hours kind of creating a character and creating a world and living in this space, and then at the end I just felt like none of it mattered, and I just wasted my time.
I wish there was more to the exploration aspect and just talking, and they could have really added more to the game, is what I felt.
Yeah.
But in the end, I did enjoy my time with it. But like you said, the egregious frame rate issues, it is almost inexcusable. And for some people, it is inexcusable because of the engine it's running on. Yeah. But like I said, if you can wait for a patch, I think it's an experience worth having just because it's so unique. And I actually do like the graphical, how it looks, the different hues of colors they had. I just felt unique to me.
Sure, and I do want to give it some credit. Like, the lighting is really beautiful. Like, the game looks really good sometimes. But overall, like, as a cohesive package, I felt like there wasn't enough there. But I still feel like it's an experience that's worth having. And then if you're at all interested in it, you should definitely pick it up. Because I know it's super polarizing, right? Like, there's one group of people who's like me and just absolutely fucking hate the game, and then there's one group of people who really, really like it. So go out there, try it out and see where you are, see where you land.
It's sort of like Beyond Two Souls.
Exactly.
You either really love it or you really hate it, but either way, it's worth playing.
You said it best right there. And Beyond Two Souls, it had an incohesive story as well, which I haven't played the new PS4 version. I heard that it's just chronological, which would help immensely.
It's better, definitely. Not worlds better, honestly, but it's definitely better.
Yeah, I thought it was a good game, but
I did too.
Heavy Rain is what I'm waiting for.
Oh my god, dude, Heavy Rain.
I'm gonna play through it again.
I always go back and forth with Heavy Rain, The Last of Us, and The Walking Dead. Which one is actually the best video game story ever told?
That's some pretty hefty company there.
Heavy Rain just caught me so off guard with the ending. I couldn't even believe it.
I want to vote against all of them and nominate Kingdom Hearts.
Get out of town.
Oh, Kingdom Hearts? Are you kidding me?
It's best story of all time.
Like, the
most convoluted mess of filth story.
The best story of all time.
All I want to do when I play Kingdom Hearts is go to the different Disneylands and
I'm gonna hit you with my keys.
I actually, honestly, I really, really enjoy Kingdom Hearts and like its story too. And I felt like, let's talk about Kingdom Hearts for a minute.
Since we're on it, the overall story might be really convoluted, but every moment felt like it meant something, and it felt like it has weight to it. And it's the first game that I ever played that really connected with me emotionally on that level, and like made me fucking bawl out crying or whatever at the end. Wow, that's awesome, man.
Too. Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah, that's definitely like it holds a special place in my heart. That's for sure.
Well, yeah, I can. Hey, I understand. From graphically and musically, I can see how it hits you emotionally, like totally.
Yeah.
The story for me, maybe I wasn't playing it for the right reasons. Because, like I said, I just wanted to go to different Disneylands as like Pirates of the Caribbean and Snow White and stuff and bash things, I guess. But
which is totally valid because it's really good at that too.
Lion King, Simba's Pride, yep. Go up. But yeah, the story was just way too convoluted for me and it pulled me out, and I thought that there were cutscenes every like new place you went to, and it just took me out of what I wanted to really do with the game. But yeah, lots of people praise it, and I can completely understand if you're into the lore and all of that, because they really did a good job building up that universe.
Yep.
The only Kingdom Hearts game I fully played through was Dream Drop Distance.
The worst
Get out
one.
of here, Brett. Get out of here, Brett. Man.
I actually really want to play those games, though. Like, I love Disney so much. I can't believe I haven't. I've just been waiting.
Waiting for the PS4 bundle.
The bundle.
If. Who knows?
Alright, what's left, and where are we at on time?
We're about... Hold on, I have no idea. Let's go here. I have absolutely no idea how long. I'm going to assume that we're 45 minutes in.
Oh, we're only 45 minutes in.
Yeah, I would believe it.
Topic of the week is next.
I think we're about 55 minutes in.
We might be 55 minutes in.
Because I started recording on my phone 10 minutes late.
We might be an hour in.
We're probably
2 hours in for all I know.
What's left on the outline? Like I said, I don't want to open anything on my computer.
Sure. Next is topic of the week, obscure PSN, and then stuff that we've been working on for the site, and random garbage at the end.
We haven't done topic of the week yet.
No. No, we haven't done topic
of the week.
Yeah.
All right. What was it? Underrated game?
Underrated, overrated. Yeah.
All right. Josh, you go first. One underrated, one overrated.
Okay, overrated. You guys are gonna tear me a new one, and everybody else. But I'm gonna go on a limb here for overrated. Super Mario Galaxy.
No.
What?
No.
Yes, I am. I did not enjoy playing it. I don't know why, guys. You can kick me out now, Brad, if you need to. You can kick me out now, but I did not enjoy it.
I got so mad that my computer lost connection.
You just missed me saying I could not get into it. But for me, it just seemed like, I don't know. I just can't. The Wii remote just wasn't working for me. As I see what it did, what it has done new, and I can appreciate that, but it did not control necessarily well for me. I just couldn't get into it, and it just had a lot of old mechanics, like click here if you want to save. You have to save here. It wouldn't just save automatically, and that sort of grated on me too. Super Mario Galaxy 2, I love that game. I don't know why. Yeah, it's weird. I'm like one of the only few people, and James can't get this either in my other podcast, because I told him this, and he's like, how can you love one but hate the other? And I just don't know. Blows my mind. I can't explain it, guys, but I totally think it's overrated.
I thought Mario Galaxy 2 was almost just as good as the first one, except it's whenever Mario started completely getting rid of its open element of, like, going to the next level. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Ever since then, it's been, like, the grid, each level, and you're on, like, a board game type thing.
I like that better.
I miss, like, the 64 Mario, and, like, you're, like, jumping into the paintings.
Oh, man. I hated going around that Star World.
I loved that.
Too. I hated it.
It actually felt like you were in an open world, even though it was actually, like, relatively small.
It just felt like a means to an end. Like.
Yeah.
I don't know, guys. I'm deeply minority here because people have it as like top 10 games of all time, but I would keep it in the top 100, but it just would not be in the top 25 for me.
Yeah.
So I think it's overrated in that regard.
What's your underrated game?
I have to think about that. So Himanshu, to you.
All right. So I have to think about my underrated as well, but I can go ahead and give you an overrated game because apparently I hate everything that everyone likes. So my most overrated game of all time is Skyrim. I've tried 4 times to get into that game, and I can't. I don't know exactly why. Maybe it's because the graphics suck. Maybe it's because the world is empty and there's really nothing to do. Maybe it's because
the graphics suck.
The story sucks. Have you tried playing it?
I honestly haven't. I never got far into it.
It's so mediocre.
I don't know what it is about Bethesda games, but I have the tendency to just start them and only play for 2 days and then quit.
It's like you're so pumped for them. You're like waiting, counting down the days till it's released, and then when you start playing it, you're like, a week,
Ew,
I'm done.
I don't want to play that.
It's weird, yeah.
But yeah, I feel like that for Skyrim and Fallout were the 2 games that made me think I hated open RPGs, open world RPGs. Like,
I understand what you mean, honestly. I really do.
I understand.
I used to say a lot that I hate open world RPGs, and like I just can't play WRPGs for some reason. And then I actually started playing like other ones aside from Bethesda games, and it turns out I just hate Bethesda.
So you love Dragon Age Inquisition?
I haven't played Dragon Age Inquisition yet, but I played, like, I liked Mad Max. I liked the new Batman game. What else? There's a bunch of other stuff that I do like. The Witcher was great. I thought The Witcher's world building was fantastic.
Yeah, you just hate Bethesda.
Really good.
It's okay.
Yeah, I just...
It's not for
I'm
everyone.
sorry, Todd Howard, but I can't.
See, I love Fallout, but I'm with you. It's just the medieval setting, I think. It's just in so many other games, and it's done better. But Fallout, I feel, is perfect for the post-apocalyptic setting. So.
Oh, and to add to the Bethesda hate, I even tried playing the Elder Scrolls Online. Like, I bought it, and it was because I love MMOs, so I was like, I should like this game. Like, this game
you're
should
like, it just controls like
it just
Oblivion.
I just hate it. I can't. I'm
Can you play
sorry.
that in third person? I'm just curious.
Sorry?
Can you play that in third person?
Yes, you can. You can play it in
Okay,
third
I was
person.
just wondering because I always play their games in third person, even though they look crappy.
Yeah, you can scroll out, which is nice, but I can't play the game.
Yeah, it looked boring to me. My friend was playing it. I didn't like it. I didn't think I'd get into it.
Dang grip, yeah.
All right. Now you think your guys' was bad. Mine is gonna blow everyone's mind.
Man, I said Super Mario Galaxy. I'm pretty sure that takes the highest cake there.
Dude, I don't know. Okay. One entire series that I've tried multiple times to play extensively, and I can't think of one thing that I truly love about any of it, or even like, and it is the Grand Theft Auto series.
That is a nice one.
Because
wow.
every time I start them, the story does not interest me one bit, which is always the most important to me. And okay, GTA has one thing: driving around and doing stupid things. That's the one thing that I do like about them. Other than that, I don't like the characters ever. I don't like. I have a pretty wide sense of humor. I never think those games are funny. I don't know why.
5 is pretty funny.
It was
yeah.
Grand Theft Auto games were funny when I was in high school and I was using cheats and I was like, oh, cool, I can make a tank summon.
See, now that's funny. I'm talking about like the stories and the jokes and
Vice City was pretty good.
Yeah, I just couldn't.
That's like the only Grand Theft Auto I really like. Though.
And then like freaking controls, like they feel so clunky, and the aiming and the covering and the shooting and it all just it does not work for me. Like it all just feels so scattered and broken. And then I played in first person on the new one, and as I was in first person, it felt like I was in third person controlling a first person camera. It was just, I don't know.
Hey, like you said, it's not for everybody. They try to do too many things in those games, I think.
I do like What?
I was just going to say 4 is, I think that is just a bad game, just from mechanics level. There's nothing interesting about Nico or anything in that universe. 5 I can understand liking because they did so many awesome new things with it as far as switching characters. But
yeah, I never understood, like, what's the big deal about switching characters if they're all basically the same thing?
But it's so cool because he like goes into space and then comes back on them. It's just like, wow. And then you see Trevor, he's like in like a pig stall or something, like as you were away. I don't know. I thought it was clever, but
I don't know what it is. I'm hoping one day I'll change my mind and maybe I'll really delve into like GTA 5 because I never really got that far.
I think Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be like next level.
Yeah,
but I'll tell you what. Red Dead Redemption, that's the game I'm waiting for this gen.
That I still haven't played. It's sitting on my shelf.
You haven't played, dude.
Yeah, me
Brett,
neither.
I didn't like GTA.
Oh my gosh, you guys!
I'm sorry. I got my PS3 super late though, so
put
I have
everything put everything aside about Grand Theft Auto and just play Red Dead Redemption. It's almost perfect.
But what sucks about Red Dead is I already know like most of the story just from people always saying it's an old game. Let's talk about it on podcasts.
Yeah, but you'll still get enjoyment. There's still areas from it that are just so special, like crossing into Mexico or the very end. What happens? I'm not going to spoil it to you guys, but even though you probably know, but man, oh jeez.
Well, I have no idea.
I love that game.
So don't spoil it, please.
Yeah,
don't spoil it because.
But you have to play it.
I do know some awesome things happen story wise, and didn't what's his face write that game? The guy behind
what's his face?
He does movies now, but he used to do video games. I can't remember his name. He used to actually cover games. Do you have any idea who I'm talking about?
I have no clue, sir.
He wrote that movie with with the black guy who was blind, and then you find out he's blind.
I'm gonna read.
The Green Mile. The Green Mile.
I googled it.
Is that what you're thinking of?
Dan Houser?
No.
Michael Unsworth?
No.
Christian Can.
It's a name. It's a name I think we would know, though.
Yeah, I mean that's it. That's all the writers here. I'm sorry.
No, hang on.
What are you're thinking like? What's the guy that did like Aliens?
Dude,
Avatar.
He's like starting a bunch of podcasts of like Greg Miller's and no
Phil
idea.
Spencer.
I'm sorry.
No
I'm on the Wikipedia page and none of these names are recognizable to me. So
you're thinking of another game, Brett.
I'm probably thinking of another game. Maybe he wrote San Andreas, the video game.
That could be a possibility. Which has Samuel L. Jackson in it.
Yeah.
Alright, so Josh, what's your most underrated game? And while you think of that, I'm going to go look in my game closet because I can't think of anything. So.
Alright, bye. Mine is the Dynasty Warriors games.
Really?
Any Dynasty Warriors game. I love that series. They are very repetitive, but there is a diehard cult following, and there is nothing that gets old about slaying thousands upon thousands of soldiers as Lu Bu or Cao Cao, or even in the Samurai Warriors games. I just can't get enough of those games, and I continue to play them ad nauseum.
Yeah,
I think they're underrated.
I could never get into those. I thought they were super duper repetitive.
And that, yeah, I understand that, but for people that haven't played them in a while, just give the newest iterations a try because they've added new fighting mechanics and have, I guess for the next gen, they will add enough to make it truly unique. So,
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the one of those games that I could have latched on to would have probably been Hyrule Warriors, but I never played it yet. And I probably honestly like it just because I love that world and those characters.
Yeah, like I said, my fellow podcaster, he has it and he loves it, and he doesn't like Warriors games. He just thinks they're repetitive. But since it has the whole Legend of Zelda cast, it makes a difference. So, oh, he's back.
I'm back, guys.
He's back.
So what was the underrated game?
I had the Dynasty Warriors series, or Warriors series in general.
Oh, okay. Did you check out the Arslan review?
I did, and it you didn't really view it favorably, but I understand because of the repetitive nature and the dumb as blocks.
Oh, the AI is so stupid. It's so bad.
But that's that's pretty much any Warriors game. You know what you're getting. You're just going in slaying thousands upon thousands of soldiers.
I know, but I guess maybe I'm getting too fatigued from it, maybe. I think that I just want something a little bit more, and they're not giving it to me. Whereas, like, I don't know how many Dynasty Warriors games they've made. Like, what is it, 15, 16 now? If you include the spin-offs?
if you include the spin-offs, it's probably like 30 something.
Yeah, like,
plus.
I don't know. Maybe we need to change up the formula a tiny bit because it's starting to get irritating.
Diehard people like me that just buy everyone. But hey,
Himanshu,
that's my underrated game.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, did you find it?
My most underrated game is Knack. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
it is Senran Kagura Shinobi Versus. This game.
Oh, okay. I just bought that.
A lot of people look over it because it has boobs.
What's wrong with boobs?
I don't know. Some people get offended by boobs. I don't understand. But that's a different topic.
Yeah.
But if you really play the game and you look over the fact that you're playing with underage girls' bodies consistently throughout the game, you really get a sense that the developers have an understanding of the mechanics in such a way that they've perfected it. And what I mean by that is it's arena based and arena mission based, whatever you want to call it, and it's a hack and slash game. Now, while I hated Dynasty Warriors because their AI is stupid, they find a way to make it satisfying more than just, oh, you have like a 10 trillion combo. Like, that to me is
it more like Dissidia Final Fantasy in a way?
It's
Dissidia or whatever.
I guess it's kind of like a crossbreed between Dissidia and Dynasty Warriors in some way, shape, or form.
Okay.
But yeah, it's really good, and it has really solid mechanics and really good feedback, and it feels right when you're playing the game. And the only way to really explain it is to play the game, but it just feels good to play, and it feels fun. And it's like kooky and weird, and the story doesn't really make sense at all. But that's fine because you're not playing it for the story. But yeah, it's fun, and that's really like what it comes down to, I think.
Plus, it's a Vita game.
Plus, it's on Vita.
We know how Brett loves his Vita.
Vita is life.
I thought you were going to go with what's on your shirt as your underrated game.
But it's not underrated. Like,
yeah,
people love this game.
That's true. But it's not well known enough. More
true.
People should play it.
That's more about what I was aiming at. Like, not as popular as it should be. Let's just go with that.
Sure. So shout out to Danganronpa. That's a fantastic game.
There we go.
Yep. All right. It's me and my underrated game, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Well, I don't know what to choose, so
Brett.
I'll just have another shout out to The Last of Us Online multiplayer.
That's such a cop-out.
I feel like it's rare that a game comes out and gets overshadowed by the single player. Like, Call of Duty doesn't. Like, all those really popular multiplayer games don't get overshadowed by the campaigns because they're usually not that great, and then everyone plays the multiplayer. But The Last of Us was the other way around. Everyone played The Last of Us for the amazing story, and then they left.
Yeah.
So
I can see that.
I'm just gonna say that. I feel like if more people played it, they would like it.
You got me wanting to play it now.
A buddy of mine
So you did your job.
just started playing for the first time 2 days ago, and he's already like loving it. And when I asked him, "Hey, so what do you think of this?" Like 5 hours into us playing it, he's like, "I think it's one of the best multiplayer games of all time."
I remember playing Uncharted 2, like all the
that's
time.
good, too.
Multiplayer.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was so great. If it's anything like that, I think it's on a deeper level though, because you scavenge and stuff like that.
It's not that much deeper. It's just a lot slower and more like intense. Even though it's
Calculated.
slower, it's
Yeah.
weird. And like every kill you get feels like it means something. It's not just another worthless. Oh, I got a triple kill or something like that.
Nice.
Every kill, every shot counts.
Cool.
Yep.
Check it out.
Play Last of Us multiplayer. I know you have the game, so just put it in slowly.
Yes. Controlled.
What's the next topic?
The next topic.
We are probably at like an hour and 20 minutes, by the way.
We're 5 minutes short of that. Yeah.
We can just do our random talk if we don't got that much important topics left.
Well,
Yeah, I don't.
do you guys want to do obscure PSN title?
What do you have one, Himanshu? Because I can't think. I have some, but
Tower
Sure.
Fall
Yeah,
Ascension.
I have one.
that's a good one.
Hatsune Miku Project Diva F.
I've been wanting to play that.
What?
Playing Persona made me want to play that.
It is-
Persona 4, dancing on that.
I'm gonna go. I've played so far on PS Vita the following rhythm games: Super Beat. I reviewed that. P4D. And
I reviewed that.
Hatsune Miku Project Diva F and F Second. And Senran Kagura Bon Appetit. And I would have to say that Project Diva F is the best out of all of them.
Then I'm excited because I love P4D.
I would go as far as to say that Project Diva F is the best rhythm game I've played in my life.
So for the uninitiated, what is this?
Sure. So, Hatsune Miku is a Japanese Vocaloid who I'm sure you've seen pictures of, even if you don't know it.
Probably.
She's the one
You
with the
have.
really long blue hair. And she sings really, really high pitched, like a female robot would.
Okay.
The music is kind of super poppy and electro-y, kind of. But
It's perfect, in other words.
Right in Brett's wheelhouse.
And
Yes.
it's a genre of its own.
Metalhead.
You don't really see a lot of it, and for someone with a beard like this to listen to music like that, it should tell you that it's really good. But yeah, it's basically, I really don't know how to explain this in easy terms, but as a rhythm game should, it has buttons come up and you click them appropriately according to the beat. But unlike P4D, which has like 6 buttons on the corners, and unlike Super Beat, which has the same thing, it just tells you like, okay, up, up, circle, circle, square, square, X, triangle, and you just click them in that combination. The game is really good because it has amazing feedback, and by that I mean it's extremely responsive. No matter what you do, the game knows. Like you're not tricking the game in any way. Like I'll give you an example of this. A little bit later on in the higher difficulty songs, you're told to click like up and X at the same time for a certain note. So what you would do if there's a lot of the same notes stringed out is you just hold one of them and then just keep tapping the other one, And while you might think that the game doesn't realize you're doing that, it knows and it gives you a lower score. So it's like really, really
That's pretty
smart,
cool.
and it understands what you're doing, and it just feels really great. And I know I'm saying that phrase a lot. The feels really great, but it's because the game just works, unlike a lot of other stuff in the genre. Whereas, like, if I compare it to Super Beat, I said in my review that sometimes you'll like do moves or the way the moves are laid out, it just doesn't feel natural, and it'll force you to like. It kind of creates like a false difficulty where since the moves don't feel right, you can't do them properly, whereas Project Diva F just feels fair the whole way through, but it's still really, really hard. So yeah, that's my little blurb on Hatsune Miku. Project
I'm
Diva F.
definitely getting
I am
that
going
game
to
soon.
check that out now. You sold me.
You need to play Persona 4 Dancing on that first, Josh.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that inevitable sale.
It's on sale
It
this
is.
week.
It's on sale right now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I will check that out. Thank you.
But yeah, I'm
Yes.
I don't think I've ever talked about it, but I am really into like J-pop and K-pop. I listen to that music, like those music genres, more than any other genres.
It's hilarious, that one guy that you had on Facebook.
Oh man,
That was so funny.
he was so
You're a
mad that I liked
metalhead. You're a
other
metalhead. You're
type
not
of-
supposed to listen to this.
It's funny because I make like metal music typically, and I don't listen to much of it. I kind of just stick with the bands that I've always listened to, and then I mostly listen to just K-pop.
Hey man, that's where it's at.
Yeah, it's fun.
Your top 3 K-pop bands. Go for
Are
it.
you ready?
Yeah.
Girls' Generation.
Oh my god.
Hyuna?
Right into the deep end.
Is that how you pronounce it? Hyuna?
Yeah.
And number 1, Sistar.
Wow. Did not see that one coming.
Definitely.
Like
Brett is
4
cool.
people got those references. But
Yeah,
the
no.
4 people
No,
who
no,
did
I
laughed
have.
a lot. Yeah.
That is like a foreign language, literally.
Josh, you'd probably like them. I'll hook you up
Oh.
with some links.
Sweet.
All right. Well, I feel like we've been going a little long, so maybe we should just cut it now.
Sure.
Yeah, that works.
And, all right, you guys need to watch the new episode of The Walking Dead. Josh needs to watch the whole season.
Yep.
And you
And
guys
the
need to play
Blu-ray.
Project Diva F.
Thanks anyone who
Check it out.
stuck around for the second episode of the PlayStation Enthusiast Podcast. Sorry it's crazy late. Hopefully none of them will be like that anymore. And we will
Yes.
keep you updated on everything PlayStation. So follow me at BrettNLL, and Josh, follow him at
Minus the Brant.
and him Manchu.
You can follow me on Twitter at Senor Browncat. That's SENORBROWNCAT.
Alright, and follow PlayStation Enthusiast at PS Enthusiast. So thanks and goodbye.
Bye.